bright. It's bright. It's overexposed on my face. It's got some harsh lighting. Hello. You read the title. It's true. I am now on OnlyFans. Not dressed like this. Not dressed in very much at all. But still my creative, funny self. I'm going to do some interesting stuff there. Yes, I just launched it today. I'm excited. Nobody's here. So I'm effectively talking to myself in the park. Yes, pardon the harsh lighting. Oh, we have a like, but we have no viewers. How is this possible? We have 4 viewers. Hi. Anybody want to say hello? So wow, we are getting a lot of viewers. This is new that I get 7 people this quickly. So how is everybody? 9 people. Interesting. Hi Megan. Hi with a K review. How's it going? So I'm currently in the park. Hello Steve. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm at about 95% better now, which is remarkable. I'm sleeping better. I have better energy. I just feel more and more like myself. I'm still having a few minor health things here and there, digestion wise. My sleep is still a little broken, a little bit of anxiety, but literally nothing. A little involuntary movements too, but nothing compared to what it was like before. I'm like back to my old self. So are you guys familiar with the site known as OnlyFans? It's like Patreon, but I think a lot more people are currently using OnlyFans than Patreon. So I decided to launch there because I have hundreds of videos that I can post there from my Patreon. I wanted to join as well because people who didn't want to join Patreon, now they have another platform which I believe accepts credit cards. I don't think Patreon, I think Patreon does accept credit cards, but they don't accept gift cards or something, versus I believe OnlyFans you can pay with a lot more, you have a lot more options for payment. And it's really easy to subscribe and unsubscribe from someone. Like you can join right away and then not automatically don't put on renewed billing. So I'm just going to see, how I do there. I don't know if OnlyFans takes a greater cut than Patreon. I have to look up the cut that they take. Right now I'm starting at $15. If that proves to be not enough because of the cut OnlyFans takes, I'll revise it. But for now, I think that's fair because Patreon right now is $15 and I only have one tier. So I only have one tier on OnlyFans and it's $15. And I will be posting photos every single day, also videos. Hi, Angry Cyan. Hello, Robert. Hello, Bradley. Hit the like button if you're here. They take 20%. So they take a lot more than Patreon. Patreon only takes 5% plus 5%. I think they take 10% total. So that's huge. Wow. Hi, Frain. Hit the like button if you're here. How is everybody? As I just announced, I am now on OnlyFans. So it'll be different content than is on Patreon. I'll have exclusive stuff to OnlyFans. So if people are on Patreon and they want to see what I'm up to there on that site, they're motivated to join. Hi, John. 18 people. This is crazy. I've never had this many people in a daytime live before, except for if I make a live about a trending topic. So hi to the 17 people who are here. Say hello, hit the like button if you're here. So as I was saying, the content will be different on OnlyFans. It accepts more payment methods. So come join me. This is my official announcement. And if you are or were a member on Patreon, consider rejoining because I will be making more videos there very, very soon. And I'm repeating myself, but I'm feeling about 95% better. Yeah, OnlyFans is a trending topic. Hi, AHOP. And also OnlyFans is pretty big on TikTok, believe it or not. A lot of TikTok creators have OnlyFans because guess what? TikTok doesn't pay that much or pay at all in some cases. So no more seizures. No, I have not had a seizure in 42 days. And Max was like, I told Max that this morning, my son, and he was like, really? I thought it was like 28 days since your last seizure. I'm like, no, it's been 42 days. And it's now been 32 days since I was on the terrible medication I was on. So it's looking more and more like I'm probably, knock on wood, I'm probably not going to have any more seizures. I think it was strongly related to me, A, getting better, and B, the massive dose of Zoloft that they had me on. So now that I'm not on Zoloft and I'm not on olanzapine, I think my nervous system has calmed down a great deal. I still sometimes get involuntary jerks especially if I'm really stressed or in the middle of the night, but they're much less than what they were. And like I said, like my consciousness has just returned to normal. I can let my mind wander. I can do two things at once. Like even getting, say when a website sends you a code to enter in to log in, I used to have a hard time remembering the six digits. Now I'm back to like, oh yeah, six digits, no problem. Multitasking, back online, seizures, gone. Hold on. Let's just, let me see if we can, is that better? No. I'm just playing with the filters. No, not the bubbles. Black, do we like black and white? This is kind of a mood. We've got a mood going. Maybe people saw the topic of OnlyFans and they were like hoping that this was an explicit live stream. No, it's not. If you want that kind of content, A, you have to pay for it. B, it's not on YouTube. I mean, it is on YouTube, I'm sure, if you look hard enough. There's some pretty crazy stuff with waxing on YouTube, but not on this live broadcast. Oh, thank you for saying I'm gorgeous, because on TikTok they keep telling me that I'm ugly and old. Which hurts. Yeah, I'm considered ugly on TikTok, believe it or not. I've never been able to get OnlyFans to work, and their help desk is useless. Oh no, I wanted to reset my password and took some 11 days to respond in broken English. Yeah, they kept rejecting my ID, saying it wasn't me. So I had to submit my ID like 4 times, and they finally accepted it was me. Megan says I'm old too. Robert says, BS, you're hot to me. Hit the like button if you're here. 16 people are here. Apparently OnlyFans has more flexibility with how you earn. Oh yes, that's true. You can get tipped on OnlyFans versus on Patreon you can't, which is silly. And it's and also you can do custom content, I think, on OnlyFans, and you can't on Patreon. But you can only access OnlyFans on your mobile browser or desktop. There is no OnlyFans app, just so you know. Megan says TikTok content creators like 15. Yeah, exactly. So to them, they're like, oh my God, you're like an adult. You're like 30. You're like so old. It's like versus adults are like, you just look like an attractive woman. Because I know I look like many things, but I definitely do not look like a teenager anymore, unfortunately. I could maybe pull off early 20s like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, but now I squarely look like I'm a woman. And that's okay. Because did you know the biggest market in porn next to the creepy category of barely legal is MILF. So I am now in the perfect earning category. Kind of funny, it's those two extremes. Either it's barely legal or MILF, and then like nothing in between. Speaking of which, I have to be careful what I say because there's children in the park. This is where I come usually because there's nobody. But now I've been invaded by children. One of them's wearing a full face shield, which is kind of cute. So Frayne said, I seem happier. Yeah, I am happier. I gotta make sure I don't cut off the circulation on my legs though. I'm in this wooden chair. I am happier when I feel normal. And the longer I go, I'm getting better and better, the more confident I feel that I have health to look forward to instead of more dysfunction. So yeah, I mean, I had a few hours in the last couple of days where I was like, I feel like $1 million. I feel great. I've had a few moments where I felt kind of crappy, but I'm starting to create content again. My content's doing well on multiple platforms. So, and I just, I set up OnlyFans, which was a bit of a headache to, get all my payment info in and all that other stuff. But we're getting back on track, gentlemen and ladies. So Megan says, barely legal, so gross, stop. Yeah, I find it creepy too. But I just do. I prefer people who look like they are mature. Men who look like men and women who look like women, not pigtails. That's creepy. I've been told that even though I gained some weight with my baby, I've been told I'm sexier now that I have a child. Bradley says people tend to uplift each other on OnlyFans, a lot of free promotion. Okay, that's good to know. And so Robert said, hey, I am no gentleman. Well, I mean, I feel like Patreon girls kind of help each other out. Like Jenna Citrus was always nice to me, Natalie Nightwolf, even Ifrit. I met Bikini Ifrit and she was really nice. So, and I even offered to pay Ifrit to promote me and she said no. Same thing with, what's her name? Piper Blush was always nice to me too. I was a little bit more difficult with Piper Blush than she was with me. And I don't think Piper's on OnlyFans. Actually, I should check what Piper's up to. I think I tried to look to see if her username was on OnlyFans and it's not. John, what's Piper up to? Yeah, Ifrit's chill. Ifrit uses what she's got, right? She knows what she's selling. She's very consistent. She doesn't wear much makeup either. Like lately I've been team no makeup and she's squarely team no makeup and it works. She's making a killing. I miss making bank because my Patreon numbers dropped when I got sick, right? So now I have to recover. But I think I will. I'm pretty confident that I'll get back to making bank again. I want to remove that. That's annoying. Okay, there we go. It's removed. Should I go back to color? Are we tired of the black and white? No makeup is in right now. Well, thank you for that vote of confidence. Because I know though that I look, my eyelashes look longer when I'm wearing makeup. My lips look bigger. I can get rid of the shadows. But I haven't been wearing makeup on my face because I didn't want to put anything on my face when I have, a CSF leak in my sinus. There's a little portal to my brain. And my eyes, too, at one point were like leaking pus. So I was like, I don't want to put any chemicals on here as I heal. Oh, my God, who's right there? Oh, somebody is taking the chair. Or somebody, are you going to sit there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to annoy you because I'm live broadcasting, so I'm going to be yakking for like an hour. If you don't care about me yakking, you don't care?
No, not for the moment.
Davison in the wild. I'm sorry. Oh, you guys can't tell it's in black and white. Canada is chill. I'm surprised. So Piper Blush is everywhere, but the original website has all the good stuff, so I'm still there. Ah, okay. And she's still posting? Does she have another master now? Because I know I met the one master she had, then she got a new master in Vancouver. And I'm wondering because I think she only does year contracts. That's something I could never do. Ain't nobody gonna be my master for a year. Ain't nobody gonna be my master for 12 hours. Hit the like button if you're here. I'm surprised. I think I got an influx of viewers for like, I don't know if they were shocked or something. Who knows? So if anything Piper does is anything Piper does behind a paywall is duplicated on a private site. So I've never bothered to subscribe anywhere else. She's wearing a new collar, so I think she has a new one up. I wonder what she negotiates. Like she probably negotiates 6 figures a year or something with these guys. Which is something else. Unless she gets such an emotional payoff that like it's not as high as I think. But I get the sense that it's paid. Because she likes money. Which, I mean, can you blame her? I couldn't see her going for less than 6 figures a year, quite frankly. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure overseas she could get even more, but then I think it becomes a lot more dangerous. You wouldn't want to, get caught doing something like that in Dubai. I did see the Vancouver penthouse. That said a lot. And I mean, she's reinvesting her money in creating her own platform. It's too bad CocoScope didn't take off, but I still maintain that the only or the main flaw of CocoScope was the name of it. Not a good name. Just like Patreon isn't even a good name. OnlyFans is a great name. It's memorable. It's easy to abbreviate. CocoScope, not as much. Patreon, not as much. I mean, to the smart or the savvy internet user, Patreon is easy to type out, and also CocoScope. But to those that are, more mainstream, you need something very short, memorable, and direct. Like, and also even look at Zoom. Zoom is a better name than Skype, which is why Zoom ate Skype's lunch. You're quiet, Efrain. I guess you're working. So you're probably listening to me as you're working. I only have 3 fans on OnlyFans so far. I need more. Just like I really need to get back into the hundreds and hundreds of patrons on Patreon. But that'll happen once I post more new content. And I have to work with the sponsor I'm going to work with. We're going to have our call in a couple weeks. So Bradley says, true, and people always mix up the site Patreon with supporters, patrons. Exactly. But I'm glad I had the experience I did on Patreon. It changed my life. It allowed me to survive this year while I was brutally ill. I could say I saved up a lot of money. That money was originally going to go to me buying a house, and of course my retirement. But yeah, I mean, you never make enough money on the platforms themselves. You never make enough in ad revenue on YouTube. You never make enough. There's no partner program for TikTok in Canada, which is just tragic. You get tipped on that site, but you're getting tipped like 5 cents a shot. So it's like you don't make enough money. So you need these sites there you can charge for exclusive content. And a lot of guys on TikTok surprisingly have OnlyFans, and I paid for girls because I support her. She's really cool. I don't really want to see that. I don't need to see her in that way, but I wanted to support her. But I paid for a dude because I was like, you guys are getting me, like, you can get hooked to it because it's like, wow, this attractive person I can just pay $10 and see whatever I want to see. Wow, I'm in. Take my money. But yeah, a lot of dudes. So I paid for a dude, and I've seen more of that dude than I ever thought I would see. And my curiosity has been satisfied, and now I've unpledged for the next month. But thank you to the dude who posted what he posted on OnlyFans. Now I know. Now I never have to see it in real life. John says CocoScope is still going strong. Natalie uses it. Oh, okay. To host her content after all the hassle with Vimeo. Tara, Babcock, and Ifrit are there too. Oh, really? Maybe I should consider duplicating content. I was afraid to, but maybe I should. I wish these platforms paid more. I mean, there are ways to get more ad revenue out of YouTube if you make content that appeals to a broad audience that the algorithm likes. Like there's a girl who used to be on Inform Overload, Charlotte, and she's doing those like Sniper Wolf and Aziland style videos where they react to like memes, and she in a month has gained like 150,000 followers because kids love to watch meme reactions. Hold on a second, there's a train. And my sensibilities aren't those as such that I want to sit there and react to meme content every single day. So I am still not in quite as lucrative niches, though on this channel, obviously it's about me doing TikTok tutorials, which I enjoy because I'm so obsessed with TikTok. And then of course my main channel, we know what that's about. And it's mostly to drive people to Patreon at this point, and now OnlyFans. But I don't fit in the category of somebody right now who's going to be driving a massive amount of traffic. Well, I mean, I still am driving traffic on YouTube, but like not as massive or massive enough to have substantial revenue. Oh, thank you, Megan. Yeah, it's patreon.com/DavisonVideo. So it works sometimes because everybody has preferred sites. That's very true. Megan says, if one was curious for scientific and journalism purposes, how much does one make with Patreon, let's say for 3,000 patrons? You would be making, if you charge $10 a patron, you would be making $30,000 a month. So just do the math. It adds up fast and furious and amazingly. And it feels good to cash fat checks. And I haven't been cashing fat checks in a while. And I was nice to my patrons. I didn't charge them when I was ill for several months. But then I realized I needed the help. You know, I've been living on my savings. I probably didn't even have to do that. I didn't have to not charge people, but I felt like it was only fair, right? And I think people will respect that. And then when I come back to publishing, you know, they'll be back again. It'll take probably a couple months for people to come back, but. So John says, you can set it up like Natalie, where your Patreon content is hosted there, but you only find it by clicking on the link in your Patreon post. I don't think you can even see Natalie from Cocoscope. Oh, interesting. So Efrain says, I've seen a lot more movie music and Sean, baby, thank you, sweetheart. How are you doing? Thank you for the, I didn't know you were watching. Hello, everyone. Speaking of YouTube millionaires, we have one in the room. Mr. Sean Ward is a bona fide YouTube millionaire. Speaking of lucrative niches, but you deserve it, man. You worked your way up. He used to sell comic books on the street and worked his way up to making superhero battles. He was the first content creator to create in real life superhero battles. And then actually he got all the clones that copied him, that made all those terrible channels, but his were never terrible because he was never exploiting the algorithm. And he ended up coming out on top because he loves comic books and his content's authentic. So, and now Sean's working on a movie, to my understanding. So thank you, Sean. I would spin the wheel, but there's no wheel in the park. So Bradley says definitely they always come back. Yeah, it takes time though. Oh, macaroni in a pot. You're here from TikTok. Whenever I see macaroni in a pot, that's some WAP. I think of the Celine Dion version of that track on TikTok. Macaroni in a pot, that's some WAP. Wop, 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 that's some wet. Have you guys heard the Celine? I do not sound like Celine Dion. I wish I knew the lyrics. From the top, make it pop, that's some wet. Get a bucket and a mop, that's some wet. We're going wop, 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 that's some wet. Macaroni in a pot, that's some wet. Something like that. You don't remember subscribing to me, but okay. I make TikTok tutorials and I do live streams on this channel. I am Davison Video of Davison Video 1, where I do crazy things like take baths in Coke wearing Mentos bikinis and slime, and I do social experiments. Do I have CJD? No, I don't. I thought I had CJD, but I don't. Turns out I had a brain infection that caused neural inflammation in my brain. Or neuroinflammation, not neuroinflammation in my brain. And it started to get better at the end of July, early August. And since August, I've rapidly returned back to my normal self. So it turns out I got a viral illness that attacked my brain in January. And my slope of how much worse I got was like this over time. Like, you know, do an XY axis, and I was like, bam. I just got worse and worse. And then we hit end of July, early August. End of July is when I first felt my personality start to come back. Like I could smile. I couldn't even smile until like the 30th of July. I lost the ability to show any emotion on my face. I went like, boom. And so now I'm like this. Even my landlord, who's been traditionally a little bit difficult, was like, I've never seen someone do this before. You went like this, then you went like this. And I'm like, well, thank God I went like this again, because I was a zombie. and I was in pain and I couldn't speak and I couldn't think. Actually, you can see a video of what happened to me on my main channel. Look up the title, I had a brain infection, or I got a brain infection, and you'll see the story and you'll see some footage of how fucked up I was. I was extremely fucked up. I couldn't speak sometimes. I got horrible headaches. I had a leak of cerebral spinal fluid from my nose. That they're checking out again, actually. I'm getting a CT scan of my sinus cavity, hopefully within the next few weeks. But it's dripping a little less now, I've noticed, and definitely the headaches are far fewer. And I was never one, before I got the brain infection, to get headaches. I was never one to be sick. I was sickly, like Efrain and John and Bradley can attest to that. I was always getting colds. And at one point I made the joke, like, I think I have leukemia or something, because like there's something wrong with me that I'm always getting sick. But I was never one to have headaches. I was never one to have really psychological issues beyond minor anxiety. And it wasn't psychiatric what happened to me. It was like pure, like at one point it was like I couldn't do multiplication. I couldn't remember names of people. I was intellectually handicapped. It was horrific, but miraculously it's come back. So anyhow, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Ham. Ham and Sam. We got rhyming names. Did you guys see my video, Ham or Sam, on my main channel? Again, look up I got a brain infection. And it's /Davison video 1, number 1, to get to it. I didn't put it on this channel. I suppose I could, but YouTube has this thing against duplicate content. I probably should upload it here, and I should upload a version to TikTok. Yeah, it's warning, that video is pretty rough to watch. Oh, the woman left. She left. She couldn't put up with my yakking. I thought she would leave. I was like, really? You're going to want to sit behind me, lady, and listen to me like scream for the next hour? John says, adjust your supplements. I frequently get colds that are gone in hours and the next morning. Nothing sticks anymore. Well, now I'm on vitamin D and C every day. I'm on turmeric every day, like a therapeutic dose of turmeric. I will not stop them. I'm on lion's mane mushroom, which is astounding. I recommend it to anyone, lion's mane. It's a mushroom. It's medicinal, and it aids in neuroregeneration and neurogenesis. It also makes you happy. It has a slight mood elevating effect. It doesn't make you hallucinate, but I think it definitely makes you a little bit happy, which isn't, my dad was like laughing. He's like, "Oh, you're taking mushrooms now." I'm like, no, but it's legal. And it doesn't fuck you up. You don't get confused. You just get kind of happy. But yeah, and I have Boost every day. Like, even though some people think that you shouldn't have Boost because there's a lot of sugar, there's a lot of vitamins and minerals in Boost. And I find it's easy to digest. And I still have a bit of gastrointestinal problems. That's another thing that they still need to check out. I'm getting a fucking colonoscopy in November, just to make sure there's nothing left in there. Yeah, I'm on shrooms, but it's lion's mane. It's not. I'm not seeing shapes and colors. Hey, I'm not seeing shapes and colors, but I was fucking seeing shapes and colors when they had me on 5 milligrams of olanzapine and 175 fucking milligrams of Zoloft. It's unbelievable. Nobody should be on 175 fucking milligrams of Zoloft. They gave me serotonin syndrome. It was disgusting. But I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would see geometric shapes. They literally put me on so many drugs that I was hallucinating in the middle of the night. And I tried to tell them, and they're like, well, meh. Like anything I would tell them in the hospital, in the ward, in the psychiatric ward, pardon the pun for Sean Ward who's here, they would downplay. They wouldn't take it seriously, and they wouldn't address my very real symptoms. And they were gambling with my health and my life. It was awful. So yes, I am not hallucinating with these mushrooms. They are very much legal. Do not do drugs, kids. But you can take lion's mane as a supplement, and it's a food. You can cook with it. It's like weird with, as he said, it's kind of a weird looking mushroom. It's got all these kind of like tendrils. Have you tried Shaga? No. And I see the thing is that I could keep adding supplements, but I don't want to like, I don't want to keep adding supplements because like there's a point where it's like it can start to do harm. I want to keep it simple. I know Shaga could help me. Probably cordyceps could help me. Probably ashwagandha, and I definitely know ginkgo could. But ginkgo, I'm avoiding dosing too much till I've been off olanzapine for a couple months because it can increase dopamine, and I don't want to get too much dopamine and start to feel compulsive. Okay. Bye, Bradley. Hope you got to go at things I don't want to do with people I wish I didn't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Social obligations, I understand. Oh, there's kits to grow special mushrooms at home? Interesting. I only did special mushrooms once. It was a very beautiful experience, and I have no desire to ever do them again. Yeah, family can be rough, man. You got to learn how to, work with them. Because, I mean, everybody's flawed, right? And I think we experience more of our family's flaws because they're comfortable with us. But once you forgive your family for their flaws and you try to work with them, I find that it gets a little bit easier. Oh, I can grow lion's mane at home? Oh, that's interesting. So Ham says, have you tried fasting and ketosis as therapy? I lost a massive amount of weight when I got sick. I was down to like 122 pounds. Now I'm way up again. I'm actually closer to like 140 pounds now. And I lost like a ton of muscle. So fasting kind of fell off the table. Plus the medication I had been on was making me really hungry and fucked with my metabolism. So no, I want to focus first on, recovering from the medication I was on and recovering from the seizures before I introduce another big drastic change. And I want to sleep well before I try ketosis. Ketosis can make it hard to sleep. Just a minute, this train. It's loud. Train. Bye, train. So, but you're right, ketosis helps your brain. So you're not wrong to suggest that. And fasting aids in autophagy, which helps your body clear out damaged cells. And I definitely have damaged cells in my brain. So maybe in a couple months I used to do intermittent fasting. Maybe I'll get back into it. And I was very low carb, but now I am not low carb anymore. I'm just getting back to and I used to be hungry all the time. Now I'm getting back to eating about 3 times a day. And I eat less in the evening. I eat my biggest meal in the middle of the day. I like the emoji. So John said, Jenna Citrus did did a set of videos on lion's mane growing kit you can buy on her second channel. Oh my God, I didn't know that. That's why Frain knows that. Open and activate one side of the box at a time for 4 harvests. That's so cute. I didn't know that. She would be the type to do that. Because she's very crafty and hands-on. My God, why are there so many trains right now? Just a minute. Loud. Ham says, definitely don't go for very long fasts currently, but after you build up your muscles and gain even more weight, as you said, even intermittent fasting during sleep can help with apoptosis. Okay, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, I will definitely implement that. Oh my God, my elbow hurts. Oh, you know what I'm craving, guys? Starbucks. And I got a message from Uber Eats today that says Starbucks is free delivery. They know how to get to a white girl. I'm debating ordering me some Starbucks. I want a pumpkin spice latte. I could probably make them deliver it to the park. Just drop the pin, bam, right in the park. Have the little Uber Eats guy come, drop off my Starbucks. Let's see. Let's see. Do you guys want to see right now if I got any more OnlyFans subscribers? John says, and even in the lockdown, she volunteered to work at a local organic farm. Oh, that's so cute. She's so nice. She's such a nice girl. She's very sweet in real life. I'm glad Patreon had that conference, so I got to meet her. Hold on. I want to see if I got any more fans on OnlyFans. Hold on. And I got 1 or 2 more fans. Yay. So I don't just have only one fan. And I am going to make a rap on TikTok about OnlyFans because people are dropping. I dropped a diss track about dating apps. I think it's time I dropped a track about OnlyFans and people who diss OnlyFans creators because I can do that. I'm good at these things. And I should. I think it's probably time that I went and bought some more makeup, guys. Go get it, get some cheek highlighter, get some fucking mascara, make myself look good. Or better. And drop that track because then it'll drive traffic to my page, which I need. Gotta do the marketing. Trisha Paytas, by the way, is dropping a track called OnlyFans, and she sings in her stupid, I shouldn't say stupid, she sings in her baby voice. Some people say I'm freaky, doing stuff to my body. I can't get enough of sex. It's something like that. Literally, it sounds like that. Oh, hands over my body. Meh, 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 meh. God. But she's smart to do that because then people will join her OnlyFans. I will not buy the Chinese crap from the dollar store. Only expensive makeup and expensive brushes are going on this face. I will drop a honey and buy myself a solid palette, maybe some Dior. I don't need much. I just need, blush, just need a highlighter, mascara, maybe another liquid lip, and I'm good. Makeup irritates my face. I've always had sensitive skin, so. Oh, my wrist. Oh. Oh my God. Hello to the 10 people who are here. Say hi if you're here. Just launched my OnlyFans. I'm in the park. I'm doing better. Thank you again to Sean who tipped me. I love being able to work from the park. I've loved every minute of spending my entire life here. This is all I've ever wanted, was to not be locked indoors. So, and I feel that, I was in the hospital until the end of July, so I didn't have a summer. I didn't have a life, really, because I was so incapacitated. I couldn't leave my apartment alone, or barely at all. But now I feel like I got a summer. And this is one of the best summers of my life because it's the summer of recovery. Late summer, I don't care that I have to be wearing a winter jacket. This is still my summer. Okay, guys, I think I'm kind of wearing out a little bit. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to get back to doing some more work, sending love and positive vibes. See you on OnlyFans, hopefully. If not, see you on Patreon. If not, see you on YouTube. If not, see you on TikTok. And take care of yourselves. Thank you for being awesome. More great content for you guys soon. And I love you all.